Hello, welcome to a short little video. This is just going to be an introduction to spell checking stroke proofreading your documents. So one of the first tricks to get used to in whatever word processor you use is to take advantage of the spell check facility and or grammar check facility. So in this particular case, I've just opened a document in Microsoft Word. It will depend which version of Microsoft Word you have, how it looks, and the options that you'll get. So in my one, which is quite an up-to-date one, when I go to review, I get an option. Now you might just have spelling, or you might have spelling and grammar. I've got spelling and grammar, and when I click on that and I go spelling, it will now start looking for areas, words that it thinks that I've misspelt. So for example, here it's got formative and it's given me a suggestion over there, but if I just right click on that, if I right click on that, it gives me the word that it thinks it should be. So it's formative, and if I click on that, it's now changed it. So anything with a little red line underneath it, it thinks is a spelling error. Anything with the blue, it thinks is a grammar area. So let's just look at the reds to improve our spelling first of all. So this one's got link that. So I hover my mouse over it, I press the right button, and it's saying it thinks the word that I'm looking for is assessment. Click on that, and the word is now corrected. So all of these red ones. Now in this particular case, Strommel's down here, that is actually someone's name with an apostrophe after it, so that's correct. So I will just go ignore all of those because that would be correct. But this one up here, technology is what I wanted. So spell checking, really useful. It's not going to get everything, because if you've got the correct spelling of a word but you've chosen the wrong word, for example, I had always favoured, formative assessment should be favoured, but favoured is a proper word, so it's not going to come up on a spell check. But it will make a difference, and it will improve a lot of your documents, and it will help you cover up typing errors or just basic spelling errors. So that's it in Microsoft Word. I'm now just going to go over to Google and open up a one called text. There we go. And a document here, and I'm going to do the same thing. This time it looks slightly different across the top. So in this particular case, I want to go to Tools, Spelling and Grammar, Spelling Grammar Check, and now it's doing the same thing. So it's suggesting I change approaches and discussions to approaches full stop discussions. There's the suggestion. I can either ignore it or accept it. If I accept it, it will make it. So you're seeing it highlighting areas where I've got to do things. So this area here is assessment, especially it's suggesting a comma, or I think I'll take its word for it. And here it's got see it has, well that's see it as, etc. So this will pick up badly spelt words as well. So if I just stop that a second and put that like that, deliberately misspell a word. Here we go, here's one. It's picked this up here. See, assessment has come up with red, and I want to change that to assessment. So, spell checking, useful, helpful, and it's in just about every word processor. Another little trick whilst I'm here, I'll do it in Word first. So this is Microsoft Word, and there I got one of the later versions of Microsoft Word. And when I'm in my home, I've got the normal bar with font, etc. But I've also got one here called Dictate. And when I put Dictate on, it will now allow me to speak directly and my voice replaces the need to type. Period. Adding punctuation, comma, is a little bit tricky because you're using normally American terms. Period. So the word period will do that. So basically when Americans say period, it's the same as our full stop. But you can always speak, and when you know you want to put a full stop in, put it in yourself. You could just say comma, and a comma will appear. Comma. There you go. So, and I turn that off, or I can just say pause and then come back again. Now then, that's the expensive version of Microsoft Office, but Google has it. Google Docs has it as standard. So it's a really useful thing here. I'll just stop this spell checking and come down here. So in Google Text, I've got all of these options. I go to Tools again, but this time I'm going to go to Voice Typing. And now obviously you need a microphone attached to your computer, but a lot of them have them built in. It will come up here, normally English US. In this case I'm going to go English United Kingdom, and then click to speak. So now I'm just speaking and the computer is just turning the voice into text. This will reduce a lot of spelling errors all by itself. Full stop. I just hit that microphone symbol to just turn it off for 2 seconds so it's not typing. But what I've also got on here, when I hit the red on it, or when I hover over it, I've got this question mark by here. And this question mark is the help, and it will talk me through it. But it's also quite useful because it will show you how to do some punctuation as well. So I can now include punctuation, full stop, which is really useful and a lot easier, especially if I've got the help window open on the side of my computer. Full stop. It allows me to identify different punctuation, comma, such as hyphen, dash, new paragraph, which would start a new paragraph. As you see, it's just inserted the space. I can go semicolon, and I'm going to stop that there now. So it's worth playing around because most of us will have Google on our phones, or you might start using it on laptops. And wherever you've got the voice recognition, you can actually speak into your computer instead. But the thing I wanted to get through primarily today is spell checking. So tools, spelling grammar, and spelling grammar check, and it starts just showing you. So there's a misspelt word. I just take this off here, and over here it's showing me discovered. So accept it, and this is going to improve your work. So that's all this little video is about today. Have a go, have a play, and see if it improves your documents.